college basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by AT&T.
One of the most beautiful places in the world, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Great place for golf, great place for NCAA basketball, which comes to this country for the first time ever this weekend in Montego Bay. Miami and Hartford. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Red Hawks. Keep your eye on number 12, Darian Ringo. Had 8 steals, a single game Miami record here on Friday. J.R. Lynch for Hartford makes his 59th career start. And here we go. Hartford in white, Miami in red. The final game of the inaugural Jamaican Classic. Late night hoops from the Caribbean. And the young man from Egypt, Atiyah, gets us going with an up and under layup.
Well, Hartford ready to go off of a heartbreaker last night against LIU Brooklyn. They are coming out and they are anxious for a win.
And a foul on the way up, and we'll have free throws at the other end. You know, you made a great point because they had a heartbreaker last night. But tonight, they'll face a red-hot Miami team. Jack Owens' team, off to its best start in 19 years. The former and longtime Purdue assistant, 3-0, a perfect start to his career as a collegiate head coach. And that's one of his star players, Logan McClain from Wintersville, North Carolina. On the other side, 8th-year man John Gallagher. Boy, they lost a tough one here last night against LIU, but his team is excited to get right back on the floor, and that's the best thing to do when you have a heartbreaking loss like that.
Well, these teams both are bringing outstanding energy. You know, you have a late night game. You've both done some traveling, especially with Hartford just playing last night, and that is essential in this game. Looks like they had a clock malfunction, so we'll reset.
Lynch is the veteran. He's from Hoboken, New Jersey. Number 13 in white, their point guard. Lynch lost it going up, the game's first turnover. And here is Ringo, who has been one of the real stars of this weekend in Montego Bay.
You mentioned his steals. He has been a thief in the day and night.
Underneath, nice move. Beautifully done by McClain.
Yeah.
He's a fine player.
Well, the 6'9" senior out of Winterville, North Carolina, has been playing outstanding basketball. Double-double last night with 16 and 10.
Here's a long one for Carroll. Atiyah has the rebound. He is the biggest guy on the court, that's for sure. Outaway the rebound for Miami. This is Nike Sabine. Great look. And the layup by Brown.
Delonte Brown doing a nice job of not only running the floor, but sneaking behind the defense.
Red Hawks, a 6-0 run. John Carroll and the foul.
Beautiful.
John Carroll.
And a chance for a three-point play for this junior from Ireland.
Well, we talked about McClain at the outset, the leader on this basketball team as the senior, and then Dante Jones doing a nice job of sneaking behind the defense. Delonte Brown, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Three-point play by Carroll brings the Hawks to within one, 6-5. Darian Ringo, he came close to a quadruple-double the other night. That's 2 in a row for Delonte Brown. He's a true freshman for Coach Jack Owens. And a good start for that young man. Holding foul on Dunn.
Number 12, Darian Ringo.
Or rather, it's on Ringo. That's his first.
Good communication early by both teams. You know, the fans, there's a few fans that have stayed, but when you have those later games, you have 3 games, sometimes it's difficult to bring your own energy in. right now you can see both teams fairly crisp, and particularly when you look at Miami, Ohio. They have come out, nice 8-5 lead, and Ringo, as you mentioned, was the shining star yesterday along with McClain.
Technical foul has been called on Ringo. He said something to Ed Corbett, I believe.
His first, team third.
And Coach Owens and Ed Corbett, the official, will discuss what just happened here.
Technical foul assessed to number 12, Darian Ringo of Miami.
Well, my guess is that Ringo said something that, of course, Mr. Corbett did not like, and we couldn't hear it. But I love when officials do that, because you don't know when a conversation or a slippage of the mouth says something. And I promise you, he probably told Coach Owens, which is why Ringo is coming out of the game. And there's some frustration on the sideline early.
So that's 2 quick fouls on Ringo, because the technical counts as well. Jack Owens and Ringo will have a conversation.
And we see a little 1-3-1 zone defense.
Nike Sabande, number 1 in red, in the traveling red. McClain, and it's a goaltending call. Carroll got it on the way down.
That one was close. That one was close. Better be glad they weren't playing pickup basketball. Right now, in particularly, if you're Hartford, in your previous game, you did a nice job, only 11 turnovers. Just want to make sure you take care of the basketball. Try to go inside and use your size.
Dunn behind the board. They do a nice job reversing the basketball. Lynch will fire for 3. Yes.
Good shot.
3 for J.R. Lynch.
J.R. Lynch. Earlier this year, career high 8 assists, displaying that he could knock down that jump shot as well. Miami, Ohio right now, staggered and stagnant with this 1-3-1 zone.
And they're a different team without Ringo. He was their MVP here on Friday night. But sitting with the 2 fouls in the opening few minutes of play. Lynch, nice move, fades and cannot connect. And now Miami on the move. This is Jalen Attaway. What are the keys to attacking the 1-3-1? We've seen a lot of different defenses here. It's almost been like a coach's clinic.
Sure.
What's Miami need to do?
Well, first of all, they need more ball movement and less man movement. Make that zone go from side to side. Right
Turnover
now,
gives the ball to the Hawks.
Right now, Hartford doing a tremendous job of knocking down the trifecta from outside. J.R. Lynch. I know it's late night, but I still got something to give you.
Brand new tournament needs a brand new floor in this spacious Montego Bay Convention Center. This is what this place looked like late last week. To the rescue came Prater's Flooring of Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's the court you're watching tonight, arriving in pallets. And the crew from Chattanooga laid it down in the middle of this grand convention center. Got it all lined up. And this is what it looks like now. The bleachers are here. The banners are hung. The lights are installed. And that is a brand new, beautiful court.
It's an incredible opportunity. You think about cricket and soccer or football, whichever way they call it, and track and field. That's what Jamaica's been known for. But the people in Jamaica that I've been exposed to love the fact that they're having their first basketball tournament here. They said, hey, we've got a lot of tall people. Would love to play the game. And so when I look at this opportunity in this first inaugural tournament here, I think it's historic, and I think it's something that the people of Jamaica truly appreciate.
visiting before the game with some of the Hartford coaches. We were looking in the stands, and some of the young fans here were amazed by the warm-ups. All the basketballs going in. There's 12 basketballs on the court. Each team has a half a dozen balls, and they couldn't take their eyes off of warm-ups. We take that for granted. They had never seen that before, some of these kids.
I'm going to give you a test. Are you ready? What does KFC stand for in Jamaica?
What does KFC stand for in Jamaica?
Right, the restaurant. What's it stand for in Jamaica, Bill?
You tell us.
Smart man. Well, we know it's Kentucky Fried Chicken in America, but in Jamaica, it's keeping from cooking. Taught you something today.
Logan McLean.
End of the day, you get to the bottom of the barrel in your material there. Here's McLean with the layup. He's off to a great start, by the way. That's 10 points for Logan.
Trying to educate your mind.
You've done well. I haven't gone for any of the fast food places. I've gone solely for the Jamaican jerk. Here is Jason Dunn. Shot clock in single digits now. Lynch going to give it a try. Dunn's going to have to let it go. And he misfires.
Beautiful shot fake. You notice the tempo here, though. Neither team really wanting to run and press the basketball right now. And even though they're under control and I like the style, I think that doesn't allow you to manufacture points like you could.
Three for Logan McLean.
McLean hits the three, and what a start for Logan McLean, the 6'9" senior for the Red Hawks. John Carroll down the lane. Yes, and one. The foul's on McLean.
Carroll.
Beautiful finish. What we're seeing is tremendous execution on both sides of the floor right now.
His first, team fifth.
A nice job using the shot fake and the jab. McLean scoring on one end, and Carroll coming right back at it.
At number 20, Max Twyman.
Freshman George Blevich. That's 6 in now for the first time for Hartford. Max Twyman, who's a sophomore from up in Chipley, Florida, also in for the first time now for John Gallagher's team. 3-point play for Carroll, and the young man from Dublin puts the Hawks up 4. And McLean will watch after picking up his first foul. This is Bauman getting out up front. Coleman lands the miss, and the Hartford counterattack now with Lynch. Lynch goes between his legs to the goal and puts it home.
That's some of that early offense we're talking about. Getting a chance to get up before that defense is set, and it pays dividends.
Great intensity for a late night game. Mills misfires. Here comes Lynch again. You can see the determination in his face, Damian. 3 more. Weatherington. He's a great shooter. That kid hit 107 threes last year in junior college in just 30 games.
Yeah, he shoots the cover off of the basketball. Good size, length, and an incredible basketball IQ.
Bauman can't get it to go, and another defensive rebound, this time for Twyman. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Hartford Hawks. Blevich left that one a bit flat. And Coleman lands, counterattacks for the Miami Redhawks. Undefeated on the year. It is their best start since the 98-99 season, 19 years ago.
Like the patience being displayed by Lynch on this particular trip. They've had success moving the basketball inside out, and in particularly moving it inside off of the bounce. Let's see if they go back to it here.
Lynch with 7 to shoot.
There it is.
And it's out of bounds. They'll have 3 to shoot. He's got some handle, as they say, doesn't he?
Well, J.R. Lynch, he does a nice job of changing speeds, and he's also does a very good job of distributing the basketball as well. Unselfish, and that's what you like to see from your point guard.
Carroll will get a breather. Tia back in. They didn't get that off in time. It's a shot clock violation. You played in a lot of games, particularly in the SEC tournament, when you guys had those very late games. You kind of sit around all day. You know it's a 9 or 10 or sometimes even a 10-15 start. How was it for these guys tonight starting at, it was 10:09 Eastern time when we put the ball in the air?
Oh, they're 18 to 22-year-olds. Bill, they're young men like yourself. Are you kidding me? They're ready to play all day or all night. They are enjoying exactly where they're at.
How do you think it was for our crew? Little 10 o'clock tip. Think they fell asleep in the truck, or are they still with us? There's J.R. Lynch hitting another one.
J.R. Lynch.
They're having a blast just like we are. This is good hoops. If you're Miami, Ohio right now, you got to do a better job of executing on this particular end. They've rushed shots a couple of times. Ringo's still out right now, and you can tell they miss it.
Missing him badly. Jake Wright couldn't connect. And here comes J.R. Lynch. Look at the confidence in his face. Weatherington misses. A 12-point Hawks lead. It's an 11-0 run for Hartford over the last 3 minutes. Savande got fouled, and he'll shoot free throws coming up.
J.R. Lynch, the junior, only 5'10", but can you measure the height of his heart? The young man, very good, very smooth at changing speeds, and right now has his team up 12.
Halftime at the Jamaica Classic. Hartford Hawks with a 44-28 lead over the Miami Redhawks. Late Sunday night basketball. We're glad you're with us. Bill Roth, Damian Fishback. All right, a technical foul 3 minutes into this game kind of changed the complexion of things, didn't it?
Yeah, Darren Ringo goes out of the basketball game, and quite frankly, they didn't have their ring leader, if you will. A tough break. I expect him to come back in early in the second half.
Well, without him, they had to lean on Logan McClain, who's a terrific big man and one of the lone veterans on that team in red.
Well, look at his ability to move around the basket. Tremendous footwork, and then he should be in the college football playoff with that dude. Got some toughness along with some touch from behind the three-point line. Look at him saying, you can't guard me. But J.R. Lynch said, relax, man, no worries. In the second half, I expect him to do something similar because no one on Miami, Ohio's team has displayed that they can stop this young man, whether it be inside or outside. He has been prolific from the offensive end.
Coach Gallagher told you our focus all day was on defense. All day at the pool, in the meeting rooms. It was a late game. They had to think about that loss from last night and stew on it all day. They came out and played one of their best halves of the year.
They certainly have. And quite frankly, LIU Brooklyn is a tremendous offensive team. They have nothing to hang their heads about. But I thought they did play solid defense. As he said, though, it'll be a tough fight. Miami, Ohio has yet to lose this year. With Ringo back in the lineup, I expect a solid second half.
Miami's off to an unbeaten start. 3-0. Can they rally, or will the Hartford Hawks score a big victory in the Caribbean? Second half of tonight's game in Montego Bay is up next.
Thank you for watching CBS Sports presentation of AT&T at the Half.